Hello, my friends. There's a bee on my camera currently, but welcome to Legoland, New York. I've not been to a Legoland park before, and I'm really curious about checking it out. I'm here on a weekday, though, and on the weekends during October, they're doing Brick or Treat, which is pretty cool. It sounds pretty cool anyway. But we'll see what we get up to and explore around here, around Legoland, New York. So I invite you to come along. Let's check this park out. So I'm just coming from the main entrance here, and I guess this main area here is called Brick Street. You can go in here in the Brick Street Cafe. This is where the restrooms are, the photos, but I love how there's decorations just all over in here. And not just, you know, the brick Lego Man decorations, but all of these fall decorations as well. And then over here across the way is the big shop, which is, I guess, the large souvenir shop that you can get on the way out. But we are gonna start heading on forward, but that bee is on my finger right now. Just wanted to show you a quick sign here for Brick or Treat. I didn't realize it was on the weekends only. Was hoping for some little Lego related spookiness, but unfortunately I think I'm missing it. First thing you'll come across when you enter the park here is the carousel. This is really cool. It's called Brick Party. So this park kind of splits into a circle from here. You can go right towards Miniland and I think a Pirates area or something like that. Or we can keep going straight here, and I think this will take you to Bricktopia and then the Ninjago area. So we're gonna go straight to Bricktopia. On my right here is the Disco Spin, which is their teacup style ride right there. And then straight ahead, I see a big sign for the Factory Adventure ride. I wanna see what that's about. Right here between Build and Test and the Creative Workshop. I'm assuming that this was a fun little photo op for the weekends. I am sad that I'm going to be missing it. The entrance to whatever this dining location is looks amazing. Holy smokes. We also have a train here across from that restaurant, the Duplo Express. Looks like a fun little kiddie train here. So it does have a name. It's called Smokey's Brick Barbecue, and the entire building is decorated to look like the rest of the dragon. That's awesome. So right in the middle of the pathway, they have some sort of like motion sensor activated instruments or something like that. Let's see. They have something where they tell you to stand here, and then you can, okay, and then we move on. There it goes. Oh, the violin already ended. I don't know why I'm enjoying this so much, but I am. It takes a little while for them to trigger, but that's pretty fun. I don't know why this caught my eye, but seeing one of these kind of like almost life-size is kind of fun. This was one of my favorite pieces back in the day when I had like the castle sets and I would have to, you know, build out the forest. All right, now we've made it to Professor Brick's Factory Adventure or Factory Adventure Ride. What a name, but it's only like a 10-minute wait because it is a Thursday, so I expected the crowds to be kind of minimal. Let's go check it out. I'm in the queue and it has this poster for Release Your Inner Brick. Sure, whatever you say, Mr. Cornman.
Start with granules, stored in our giant hoppers, and melt them down using dragon fire. Oh, but the dragon's asleep again. I need your help to wake him up. Roar as loud as you can after 3. 1, 2, 3. Roar! I'm not out enough. Again. 1, 2, 3. Roar! He's awake. Magic, turning you into a Lego minifigure. Yes. The machine is experimental, but don't worry, they'll be turned into minifigures of some form or another. Strike a pose for the camera in 3, 2, 1.
So that was actually a surprisingly cool little trackless dark ride. The queue was really nicely decorated. I don't know how long or how many people they are anticipating coming here, but it felt like a really long queue. And then going into the ride, it was so cool. So there's 3 separate tracks or ride vehicles, and you kind of go in through the factory, and then I don't know how or what they're doing, but you go from screen to screen, eventually coming onto a screen in which you get turned into a minifig. And as you can see, I got turned into a minifig. Yeah, that was a look. And then you get packaged up into a box, and then you end up in like a playroom. I don't know what kind of storyline that was. It was fun. It was very cute. Maybe the whole experience takes about 5 minutes. And yeah, I think it's time to move on to the Ninjago area. But yeah, that was a big thumbs up for that fun little dark ride. So here we are in the Ninjago area with the Force Trainer, which looks like basically a Himalaya. Oh, that's pretty cool. Looks like there should have been something in the middle. Maybe there is at some point. I do not know, but Master Wu welcomes us to the Ninjago world. What up, Master Wu? Oh, what's that? Is that a slide? So that's a kid's area, but it doesn't look like it's currently open. They have something on the end of the slide cap. But here it is, I guess the big ride of the park, Ninjago the ride. I'm not sure if this is another trackless ride or if this is a kind of shooting ride. I'm not sure, but we're gonna find out. Now there's a big whole outdoor part of the queue, which is pretty cool. I love these torches here on the side. That's a lot of fun. The decorations is exquisite here. Looks like we will be doing some sort of pointing and scorekeeping or something like that. Yeah. So it looks like this one is on a track, and like I showed you just now, you are trying to wave your arms around to score points. I have no idea what I'm in store for. So that was a little rough. I didn't realize until like halfway in, because there was no like tutorial or anything like that. There was literally just the posters in the queue that I pointed out, and that was it. So you have to go like this the entire time. So I scored like a whopping like 50,000 points on that, and I couldn't bring the camera through like to take anything. But it was just screen to screen, like get in the ride vehicle. It's a really long one, and then you go from screen to screen and kind of just go at it. So it's a lot of fun. I could see how like kids would really enjoy that. But that's really like the main ride, from what I've heard anyway, in this whole park. And yeah, it's a really good one. But I think now it's time to move on. I think I see some pirates up ahead. Looks like they have an entire area dedicated to ninja training. And my bad, I thought from far away that this was something pirate related. No, that is like a samurai mech of some kind. Whoa. As we exit the Ninjago land, I see a little stage area over that way. I'm guessing there might not be any shows, and then this long winding pathway down, and over there I see the dragon coaster. That looks really cool. And so this must be the whole castle, Lego castle area. So sadly it doesn't look like there's any shows today, but I did want to show you kind of the set that they have going here with this really cool fire truck, the whole firehouse here. I really wish that they had those going. It's only on the weekends, it seems. After that long and windy path down that hill here, we got this guy greeting us. He's looking like he's happy, but we're now in the Lego castle area. I see Merlin's flying machines. It is not a Flyers. It is just one of those that spins around. And up ahead, there is the Dragon's Apprentice. I don't know if you can see this, but they're actually pedaling in order to get up and down in height. That's pretty great. Unfortunate that they have this big old fence in front of this, but here comes the Dragon's Apprentice. Well, there goes the dragon. This is some sort of Zero, I believe, but yeah, that's a nice layout. I like this right at the end here. Still got enough pep to go into that little turn. So I just did a quick 1-2 punch here of The Dragon's Apprentice and then The Dragon. Thankfully, the weights are low today because it is a Thursday. However, had a lot of fun with The Dragon's Apprentice. I hate to admit it. Something about it being like a fresh Zamperla kiddie ride. I don't know. It was fun. And the design of the train, the customized train on both of them were pretty awesome. Moving on over to the Dragon, really enjoyed that layout as well. I think that's a Zero Force model, and it reminded me a little bit of what was the one that we went on over at Maurice Piers, the Runaway Tram or something like that. It reminded me a lot of that, except just not as stretched out and with the crazy lighting package. But there were some pretty decent laterals in that, I have to admit. And riding on one of those classic dragons from Lego, like that style, then that's what the train looks like. Oh man, that made me nostalgic as heck. But anyway, big thumbs up to that little combo here, having the roller coasters, both dragon themed. I don't think I pointed it out yet, but this is the queue for the Dragon. I think they use this building kind of for both this and the dining location that they have here, the Royal Feast. But just being around this, I love this theming that they have here, and it's so fun to see, like, everything made out of bricks, quote unquote. Then across the way here, there's some sort of like thing where you pull yourself up a tower. I think I've seen this before, but that is the Tower Climb Tournament. Just next to the entrance to the Dragon, they have the Builders Guild, and just next to that, they have the Royal Market. Well, this caught my eye. At the Royal Feast, the featured item is the Royal Smash Burger. 4 grilled beef patties with cheese and all the fixings. That's right, 4. Oh my goodness. Only $16. Would you guys go for this? I don't know. I'm tempted, but then I think I might have to drag myself through the rest of the park. So I'm here in the shop, and they have some really nice classic-looking shield and sword combos here. And then I love the details that they have here, like this little stand here. They didn't need it, but man, that makes me nostalgic. So we're coming from that pathway up there where Lego Castle was, and now we're about to enter Lego City. That's pretty fun. They have some games there. Oh, they have the corn guy there. We're gonna say hi to him in a second. And then Granny's apple fries, some sort of snack cart or something like that. And wow, that dude's walking around with dynamite. Wait a minute, that's not the same guy from the ride. From the first ride that we went on. That guy had facial hair. Who are you? Oh, this is a business corn on the cob man. Well, that is a cool little play area that they have for the kids. I do like, and I don't know if I pointed it out yet, every area has had a different type of walking pathway design here. And holy smokes, that is a really cool play area. It's basically a boat. Oh, this is the wharf, that's why. So this is like the Coast Guard lookout point right here. And then we have that boat. I think that might be one of the police boats. And over this way, opposite the playground, they have the driving school. So they have a little city speed wagon, which is this guy right here. So they do have a smaller track for, you know, the younger ones, the toddlers and such. And then they have the City Park Circuit, which is for ages 6 to 13. Let's go check that out. I do not know what to make of this. There's no track like, you know, a Tomorrowland Speedway or Antique Cars type of ride. Wow. Do they just give the kids free rein here? I mean, everything's got bumpers on it. So is this like a really elaborate type of bumper cars slash type of antique cars? I don't know. But the designs of each car are pretty awesome. I didn't notice this behind the boat, but they do have a boat ride. And it looks like it's closed for today, but that's a really fun little track that they have here. And just in front of that, it would not be Legoland New York. They did not have the Statue of Liberty. And that is just out front from the Palace 4D Cinema, in which I believe they alternate Officer in Pursuit and Journey to Mythica throughout the day. I love how there's the minifigs just up and down. Over there's the Fire Academy. It doesn't look like that's running. And then over here we have Briccolini's Pizza and Pasta with their very own mascot out front. Oh, and it's a delivery. Like, I love all these details. This is fun. They have a buffet in here. All you can eat pizza, pasta, and desserts. What? It's true. They have an adult buffet. All you can eat pizza for $25. The children's is $13. And then all you can eat bundle, $49.99. What? That was not expected. I completely forgot that baby minifigs were a thing because that wasn't a thing when I was playing with them as a kid. But that is hilarious. They got the family here, and it's actually right in front of the Duplo baby care area over there in green. So it looks like this statue is what indicates that we're going to be leaving the Lego City area. But wow, what a build that is. That's amazing. So we made it past Lego City into the Lego Pirates area. That is what's next, and we have a welcoming committee here. What's up, guys? I love this building. This is awesome. This has got Pirates of the Caribbean vibes all over it. I wonder if we see a reference or two to it. We already got a pooped pirate here. He's got a key on, and he fell asleep with his gun. Oh no, poor guy. And he's in the sun. I hope he put sunblock on, because that would be terrible. Then over there we got one of those like weird wacky style boats. It's called Anchors Away, and I love that they have the fake palm trees everywhere. Just beside the entrance here to Brickbeard's Food Market, we have this wonderful guy. This reminds me a little bit of that one pirate on Pirates of the Caribbean where he has all the treasure on top of him. But this is an incredible look. He's got a cheeseburger and a cupcake on his foot. I do appreciate that they have the featured items out here. The signature fried chicken sandwich combo. Ooh, house-made hot honey and dill pickles on a brioche bun. That sounds amazing, Brickbeard. This is kind of random, but I wanted to show you that they do have some minifigs in wheelchairs. I saw one also at Lego Castle, and I find it real interesting that how they styled them. It's actually really cool. If you take a quick look here at the wheel and all that, they have like even a little skull in the center. Thought that was pretty neat. Now this ride, I remember being on one like this that was over at Storyland. This looks amazing while we have a second without any danger of getting splashed. You go around and you have a couple moments where you're battling the other boats, but also you can use the cannons that are here. It's a minifig with eggs. This pirate was cooking. What was he cooking? I don't understand what's happening here. This looks like a really cool photo op though, because it has seats all around, I guess, but not much clearance to take a photo. But anyway, turning that around, we have this old lady with turkey. Is that to get the crocodile to smile or open his mouth for the photo op? I'm not sure, but this is hilarious. Here comes another water attraction. It's pretty cool. So there's triggers on the outside of this fence here, like that little blue one right there. And then as they're going around already making splashes and stuff like that, you can also get them very wet. I thought this was like a splash area at first, but no. It's just human-controlled chaos as you're spinning on this ride. And then back there, one of my most favorite sights so far, it's a full battleship, and it's a playground with slides. So now we are in Miniland, which, as you can see, it just goes up the hill like this. Unfortunately, we have the sun coming right towards us. And just taking a quick view there's the 4D theater. And then over there you can see the tops of the pirate ship. So we're actually walking towards Brick Street. This path will take us back towards the entrance. So I was surprised when I noticed that they are not using minifigs here. They are using like little built-up people made out of Lego instead. They're probably like 2 or 3 times the height as a minifig. I guess that would have been difficult to see if this was all minifig size. But they have this really cool pier, a couple of buildings, a bank. Is that a firehouse? Looks like that telephone pole fell over. But what I wanted to show you guys was one, the not haunted hotel. I think that's pretty great. And then over there is Lego Wood. So this looks very much like LA, Hollywood. That must be the Griffith Observatory. Unfortunately, there's some pretty intense shadows going on, but this is the hot dog eating contest that happens every year at Coney Island. Because that's where Nathan's is from, so they have the Nathan's hot dog eating contest. And I just thought this was a pretty cool touch, is that they did the funny face on there. I forget what this ride is called, but they did do the log flume over there. They have the beach over there, and then this thing that's spinning. I believe they don't have this anymore. It's just that big. It's just the support for it, and they light it up at night. But that's what it used to be. But the rest of it, holy smokes, they have so much going on here. I'm surprised that little subway isn't going. Oh, they have Flushing Meadows, Corona Park. Over there. There's that, and the Queen's Museum. Wow, this is pretty intense. Wow, just building after building. Huh, and you can look down the streets here and still see some kind of kinetic energy going on. Yeah, Times Square, that's kind of what I figured we were seeing right here. And then there's a sign for the Leopard Prince. I guess they couldn't get the rights to say the Lion King, so it says the Leopard Prince. They also have an entire area dedicated to the Bronx Zoo. Back there's the Botanical Gardens. Bronx. This is amazing. So cool. So they have every borough kind of covered here. Alright, so I think that's going to do it for me here at Legoland, New York. A couple of really fun rides. I didn't expect that fancy trackless ride. The Ninjago one I could probably use a little work on. Dragon was actually a really nice roller coaster, and the kiddie coaster was pretty solid as well. There were some water rides that I really wish I could have done. Definitely something that I would like to bring my nephew to, although my experience with him at like Sesame Place and stuff like that, he really likes the shows and characters, so I don't know what it's like here on a weekend, but I'm sure somebody else has put up a video or something of the experience there. But on a quiet day like this, on a Thursday, when they're not doing daily operations, it doesn't have like the full package, the full offerings on a day like today. So I see and I notice that it's mostly like pass holders that are here today, not really day ticket holders. They do reservations here to kind of keep it down, and I noticed that the calendar for the rest of October this year is completely full, except for I think the 30th from the time of this recording. So it's going to be hard for anybody to see Brick or Treat unless you've already planned ahead, which is a shame because it's got a really nice vibe here. There's an amazing amount of details everywhere. I could have spent so long looking at Miniland. There's decorations just throughout. The designs of like the different buildings and everything like that to look like Lego was amazing, but it does also at the same time feel a little bit empty, and I don't know if that's because of the people, because of some attractions and entertainment missing, or if that's just something that I just can't quite put my finger on. I'm not sure. But anyway, all that being said, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time, and I hope you go make your own adventure. Bye.